This is Nostrovini in a midnight call. Actually, it's morning, but it's still dark out. And I am being a little low because I have guests who get disturbed if I'm talking too loud in my Nostrovinis. I have to be considered mean. I am a very considerate man. But anyway, we're going to get into the story. Black Lives Matter are getting fatter. Now, as you know, there were a lot of what you call your civil rights activists. What they were saying that the Black Lives Matter. Now, I believe all lives matter. White, black, red, green, whatever. But they said, no, we were killing the white black people on a mass scale, which is not true. No, that was a myth. But they were getting a lot of money to as support from various people of the liberal persuasion and also corporations that were bowing to their demands. Well, what happened was this money, until it being funneled into the black community to improve things, were being funneled into the pockets of the Black Lives Matter. Happened to be, like myself, a little fat, both in the wallet and in the girth. I actually had somebody, she was a big woman, and she got a house for herself and money in the hustle. Bad Black Lives Matter people. There may be a slight prejudice against black people, but not enough to get millions of dollars off the graft. Beauty and the Trump. What's this? Beauty and the Beast. It seems that Miss Palestine was is doing the hoopy doop and in love with the Palestinian terrorist, with somebody who wants to kill all the Jews. Well, of course, Israel objected to this. It's Israel. I don't know what's going on, but apparently it's open season on the Jewish people. The chosen people is get them. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Because it happens to be many of my friends are Jewish. Not myself. I am as Christian as can be. Oh, not in the Christian sense that I believe Jesus is in charge of everything. I think Jesus is out there, but in charge of everything, no, no. Unless he's really pissed off at what happened to him 2,000 years ago. Passive aggressive Jesus? No, not my Jesus. When I go up into the sky, I will meet for my Jesus. When I go up into the sky, in the higher. Who killed Santa? Liberals. Apparently, if you ask Google, this kid, he asked Google, he said, Google, how much money is Santa Claus paying out to each kid? Practical question. Well, Google said, there is no Santa Claus. He's a mythical character. Google AI, you know, who the hell is this in charge of you that you would kill Santa in the minds of the child? Big Google. They say that you might want to wipe us off the face of the earth because you get too powerful or have us in a dictatorship of the over safeties, like a helicopter, mommy. But killing Santa, you were just, that was the worst thing that you could have done. You're killing the inner child and the inner child. You know, it should be that you discover there's no Santa Claus very matter of factly. You open up the wrong door and all the presents are there, and then you realize there's no chimneys. Then you get into science and you say, Santa Claus would have to be very fast. Santa Claus is bad. Kind of now, let me tell you something. People who hate Trump, you go in Nazi loops. You know what this woman did? She said she was an advisor to Trumpy. And then she says that she broke up with Trump and some Trumpers slashed her from head to foot. beautiful woman, gorgeous. And she got slashed, and I don't mean just on her cut. I mean throughout her whole body. Why do you hate to Trumpy so much? She's not a bad person. Oh, he's obnoxious, I honestly. So are all of us in our own little ways. And he loves America. He wants to make it great again. At least for some people. The other people, me, not so good. I don't know. I'm not those other people. I'm a Caucasian, yes indeed. White as can be, except for the albinos, you see. Gotta save Candace from some. Candace Owen was a political conservative, but she's a loose cannon now. She claims, but it could be true, that the French president's wife is really a mean. Now, speaking of scandal, the French president's wife was a school teacher, and he was 15 when he met her, and she was in the 30s or thereabouts, and she seduced him. Well, in this country, lady, you will have done a little time. Not a lot of times, because we don't punch the women as much as the men, but sometime you will go to jail. But now it's deepens. It says she's a man, a violent man. She slapped him around, and she would have a body strength of a man, and she's like a mommy thing. And then they said, no, it's even worse, that she's secretly the president's father. That goes beyond even the decadence of the French. Stop it. Candace claimed that I think she claimed that Israel is behind the Epstein situation. But who was? Who had all this dirt on everybody? Could it be the CIA? Could it be the Epstein, the, the JDL? I don't know. That money came from somewhere. They had something, but I think they're trying to say Trump was doing with the Epstein. No, 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 no. They have no pictures of him with underage girls, unlike Mr. Clinton and the rest of the decadent Democrats. If anyone is going to Lonely Island, it was a Democrats because they kinky. Now that Republicans are not capable of being risque and doing the bad things, but they do it in a much more old-fashioned way. Like Trumpy. The Candace needs I and then some people think she's anti-Semitic. I think she's crazy, quite honestly. Oh, Candace Owens going mad. She's a crazy, yes. What's this? Sleep deprived New York. Well, apparently, New York is sleep deprived. It's true. That's why everybody voted for the communists. And then you say, but Mr. Finney, don't we all need help? Don't we all need rent control? Yes, we do. The stable parts of society should have a certain amount of rent control. Reasonable rent control. All I ask for is reason. Oh, here we go here. Apparently, George Bush, the first, said that we had met aliens in 1964 in Area 51. That's the story that the president says that aliens are among us. But how could they get away with it? Well, because they're much smarter than we are. It's like a goldfish or a doggy, Go boop, and the doggy thinks you're not there. We're dumb next to the aliens. Or maybe so smart we choose not to see them. They're right between our eyes. What's this? School horror? What happened in school? That was horrible. I don't remember. I skimmed the boat. There's a lot of beating up the Jews going on and beating up the white people. Then there's black on black crime. Schools are becoming a horror story. And the teachers are being beat up. Everybody's getting beat up. I remember when I was a kid, the only people who got beat up was the students by corporal punishment nuns. Oh, they were a rough bunch, those nuns. They had superhuman strength. Oh, like aliens or lesbians. Some people claim that nuns were lesbians. I don't know. I just know they had a common ground of superhuman strength. This is interesting. They're having that medicine that makes you get skinnier that I'm taking, only they have it for cats. Because the cats are getting fat. Half the population of cats are fat cats. And they don't get walked like your doggies do. You know, right? Skinny. Oh, the fat cat. So now a woman's going to take the medicine to make you skinny, and the cat is fine. Just hope they don't overdo it, because the women are doing it and they're making the anorexic. And if they do it to the cat, you'll have anorexic cats. Oh, little cat, oh, skinny, what are we gonna do? I think the young people are insane. Know what they want? They're like junkies all over the place. The NYU students, the communists, can't, man. Thinks that since they've been cleaning up Washington Square Park a little bit, and the junkies are all around, it's less colorful. Can you imagine? See, what they're going to do is they're going to turn this whole city into a cesspool, I tell you. And then they're going to go back home when they want to raise the kids. Or maybe they'll just raise the kids among the junkies. They never know the insanity of the liberal left communist bastards. But you're not going to take over my country. But your working class people are going to overthrow you. Oh, glory, glory, Donald Trump. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, dum. Glory, Donald Trump. Ba, dum, ba, dum. Glory, glory, Donald Trump. Your obnoxious marches on. Hallelujah. Get. Yeah, our troops are doing well in Ukraine. They have the technology that they use in drones, and they're killing people. And let me tell you, those Ukrainian women are good looking. They're as good looking as the Israeli gals who fight the war in Israel. They got a website. Beautiful women of the Israeli army. Oh, I'm an old man. I still get feelings. Oh, oh, feeling time. Old enough. I'll be 73 years, so just about. Born in 59. I'm so surprised, but the rest of me is real. But the face looks good. I got all my hair, unlike my contemporaries. Ah, you know, people are, you know what you know what disco man? This is disco man is causing uh, pollution because he had a disco light on and he was reliving the 70s. Well, this is hate for people who the 70s. He wasn't doing that. He had a Santa Claus. He has this Christmas decoration. And he just wanted a Santa Claus with the disco and not the disco, but a tree. Oh, you commies. I know it's the Reds who don't want the Christmas trees. Not on my watch. Disco man, if you're a disco man, I approve of you. I have a disco man in my building. He plays his disco music real loud, trying to relive the 70s. And so he came loud, and we let him. Because he got those strobe lights that we gave him because we got it. And he is cute. But this is Santa Claus you're against. The Santa Claus. They're the same guys who tried to kill the those things, and now you want to do away with the trees. Your war on Christmas not gonna work on me. I'm gonna throw my vast influence among the 35 followers I have behind this disco Christmas game. This dictator sleeps around. Now you may, and this is the dictator of Venezuela. Well, I mean, you say, why are you looking to the side? I was looking at myself, what to read. Anyway, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Maduro, or Manua, the communist dictator of Venezuela, knows that we have to, and maybe regime change. Yeah, bad word. No, we got to change the regime. He's sending all his criminals here. He's trying to undermine America, and he's taking fentanyl and putting it in to kill our young. That's why we're going to treat the drug pushers like an enemy of the United States and blow up their boats. Oh, that reminds me. A guy said we shouldn't do that. The spaceman, he was a spaceman. A bunch of liberal congressmen says that's not right. There could be innocents aboard those boats. They know better. They're speedboats. They're not fishermen. How fast are the fish? Stop it. We're trying to make this. That's because the liberals want their drug supply to be there. It's true. So they don't want to interrupt the flow. Oh, liberals. You know what they heard? They said fatso needs meals. I was a man who was heavy, a little heavy, it's true. I present this because he was on death row and he ordered a big meal. And it was his last meal. And it was all kinds of gluttonous things. Oh, I can't remember chicken and beef and roast pork and the cheeks and everything. He's gonna throw up when he gets his lethal injection. Oh, but he wanted the last meal. And the last meal represented his lifestyle. It's true. That smelly truth at last. Yes, men fart more than women. Okay, we'll give you up to that. But then the real truth comes out. Yeah, women have smellier farts than we do. You didn't think we do, you knew you farted. But you're soaked in perfume. But now we know the truth. That women not only go to the bathroom, they fart outside the bathroom. Smelly girls, so smelly girls, stop stinking the joint up. We may fart more than you, but we won't be smellier. That's why the president shouldn't be president. Halle Berry says, hey, there should be more rights for women because we get menopause. I say a woman should never be president of the United States. The reader of free world you can't be going through menopause or with the once in a life, and if it's not in menopause, which makes them crazy, it'll be uh change when you get to the period. And that way you have to take the buttons away from it and the atomic bombs. Or they'll blow up the world. We know how crazy you are. And you say, well, crazy, we kill more people than you. No, you just mean. And that's bad. That's psychological warfare. Stop it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Soros, the commie Hungarian rich person. Oh, you're saying what? He's a billionaire and he's a commie? The worst kind. Bolshevik billionaires. Oh, he wants to talk about him. And he's Jewish and he was on side of the Nazis during World War II. So there. And he must have been a little boy, but if his family, it's Soros' family. Be undermining a whole criminal justice system by putting communist district attorneys. It's not gonna work because Trumpy's gonna come and kick you all out. Trumpy's gonna do the right thing. Now, if anybody says, Vinny, how dare you, man of hate? Uh, I'm not a man of hate, I'm a man of love. It's you, communist. Ooh, and your left-wing liberals were then a page. Man, when Charlie died, just celebrated foolishly. Dance, dance. But then when he got punished for it, yeah, after having 4 to 10 years of making people disappear because they disagree with you, you cried like little bitches. You know why? Because you're bad. You're naughty. And I don't like you. God doesn't like me. I've been talking. Yes, he acts symbolic. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't burn bushes anymore. Because he doesn't want the fire happening. That's it. I said my piece. I didn't get too loud, so I didn't wake up anybody. But nice. Yes. Okay, we're gonna go. Oof, what the heck? What's going on here?